My name is Yin Peng and my student ID is S2027662. Today in this video, let's look into an issue that had been troubling us since the end of 2019 and had made quite an impactful changes to our daily life, the COVID-19 issue.
Oh no!
Today, I will focus on one main issue that had arisen due to this COVID-19 pandemic, the contract suspension issue. There are so many contracts that are affected and some people face the inability to perform their contractual obligation. One legal jargon term that can describe this situation is force majeure, which means the unforeseeable situation that prevents someone from fulfilling a contract. Some of the examples are the housing contract, like as the rental payment, tenancy, or even the construction work issue. And secondly, the commercial business contract, like the event contract where it includes the sales event, the wedding, shows or concert, and the tourism contract, which is obviously the most affected contract because of the COVID-19, where people is not allowed to travel across the state with the reason of vacation. Without further ado, let me enlighten you on how the Malaysian government, or more precisely, the Malaysian legal system, protect the parties that have been affected due to this COVID-19 pandemic contract suspension issue. On 23rd October of 2020, Malaysian Temporary Measures for Reducing the Impact of Coronavirus Disease 2019, the COVID Bill, is fully effective after receiving the Royal Assent. This COVID Bill can be broadly divided into three main categories, but today in this video, I will only focus on one of the category, which is the inability to perform contractual obligations. Part 2 of the bill suspends the rights of any contracting parties to enforce their rights against the defaulting parties for their inability to carry out their contractual obligations due to the measures adopted under the PCID Act 1988, which is the short form for Prevention and Control of Infectious Disease Act 1988. In Part 2, Section 7 of the COVID-19 Bill, the category of contracts that are listed in the schedule are as below. Next, I will explain on my own opinion on the effectiveness of COVID-19 Bill on the contract suspension issue. First of all, I actually think that the COVID-19 Bill still have weakness as the law stated inside the bill is quite vague. The first weakness is that the bill doesn't really clearly state what kind of inability to perform the contractual obligation. Is the inability in the form of unable to cross state due to MCO, or the inability is caused by the mental health problem that caused by the COVID-19? The bill shall clearly state that what kind of inability, like the Singapore COVID-19 Temporary Measure Act, that clearly state that the inability is to a material extent. The second weakness of the COVID-19 bill is that the starting date of the contract that can claim relief from the inability to perform is beyond the acknowledgement of the contracting parties. The current COVID-19 bill stated that the contract entered into since 18 March of 2020 until 31 December of 2020 can enjoy relief from the inability to perform. I think this is unfair for the contracting parties, as the parties that signed contract before that period did not realize the repercussion to follow. But better be late than never, the COVID-19 bill still gives the legal shield to the contracting parties. We had talked about the vague start date of the contractual right. Next, the third weakness is that the vague end date of the contractual right. Although it is stated in the bill that the end date is supposed to be 31st December of 2020, but the Prime Minister has the rights to extend it. So it gives so much uncertainty to people and people will be hesitant to sign any new contract. That is all for this video. Thank you for your attention. Stay healthy, stay safe. Bye!